welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, I have a 2022 Tesla Model Y long range. And when I purchased the vehicle, there are only two trims that you can actually buy on the Tesla website. It's the Model Y long range and the Model Y performance. Now there are a few similarities that the two have cosmetically. You know, in the performance model, you have the bigger Uber turbine wheels, you have the red caliper brakes, and you have the spoiler. Now the Model Y long range doesn't have any of those. Even though the Model Y looks great, but I feel like you could spice up the look of your Model Y long range by adding a few accessories. And today we're gonna be adding a spoiler, just like on the performance model, but to my long range Model Y. Let's get to it. So the brand is called AOSK. I have no clue what that means or stands for, but the brand is called AOSK. And they reached out and they sent me over this spoiler. Now they actually have a few different versions, but today we are installing a OEM matte carbon fiber, which is pretty close to the OEM look of the spoiler that is currently on the Tesla Model Y performance models. So take this out of the plastic. There's some adhesion promoter here. And what the adhesion promoter does, it will help the spoiler stick to the actual vehicle. And I'm in a particular situation because, as you guys know, my car is wrapped. So I'm actually applying this over a wrap. So I'm actually curious to see how all that will play in the long run. But yeah, let's just get this open. Oh, looks nice. There it is, and there it is. It's a very interesting weave. It is a carbon fiber weave, but it's nice though. I think for the price, this actually looks pretty good. I think this retails at $109 or $119. I think it's $109 on Amazon. It will be linked below, but I think it looks pretty good, and I think it'll look really nice on here. I'm actually gonna do a dry fit. See what this looks like. I think I have it upside down. So I just did a dry fit, so it's not actually on the car, but it's just sitting there with gravity. And I think it looks pretty good, honestly. Like it adds an extra piece of flair to the all dead matte black that I have going on. And then you have like this little pop on the spoiler. I think it looks really nice. So this whole thing will be held together with 3M tape. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. So they have the 3M tape all right there. And so yeah, I'm gonna get this all prepped up and let's get into that. All right, to make this process as easy as possible, you're gonna need a few tools. You're gonna need some rubbing alcohol. You're gonna wanna use the adhesion promoter that comes with the product, a microfiber towel, and some painter's tape. The color doesn't matter, I just have blue. Just gonna take my microfiber towel. My car is already washed and clean. You wanna make sure you have a clean car that you're working with. Go ahead and just clean this area off with some rubbing alcohol. And you should be good. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the adhesion promoter, even though I used the alcohol, but it doesn't hurt. And make sure you hit these corners where the spoiler edge meets, because that tends to be the area where I see spoilers lifting. So you want to make sure you get a good clean surface all around. Eyeballing it. Everything looks good. Just gonna go ahead and get some blue painter's tape. Now what you're gonna do next is go ahead and take some painter's tape and measure from this point here where these two panels meet to the spoiler here. So that way you have an exact match, and you'll do that on both sides. I'm also going ahead and just masking around it so I know exactly where to insert once I put it back in place. And I'm gonna go ahead and just use the Tesla T as my center marking point. And as I'm doing this, I'm gonna go out and say, I think this is kind of optional, because even just with the dry fit, there's only one way that it will fit. It's not like it's gonna be too far to the right or too far to the left. It kind of won't sit in that position. So just seeing that now, I feel like this step, you can do it if you want to, but I don't think it's really necessary. But go ahead and do it as you please. All right, now moving forward, we're just gonna go ahead and remove all the 3M tape here inside the spoiler and lay it down. All right, now we got that off finally. Let's go ahead and fit this on. And you don't wanna press too hard at first. You wanna just make sure you have it all lined in. Get that part lined up there, get that part lined up there. Take your time with this. That seems good. Cool. Just going ahead and applying that pressure. I think that turned out perfect. I think that turned out so nice. Look at that. Let me get that in focus. Look at that. That looks great. Wow. Thoroughly impressed. Thoroughly impressed. For $109? Yeah, why not? Now we'll see how long this actually lasts, throughout the next few months. And but yeah, I think it looks great. Definitely worth the money. I gotta send a huge shout out to AOSK for sending us over this absolutely, I'll say, surprising spoiler. You never know what you're gonna get with some of these third-party companies, and I feel like they're starting to prove again that they can make dope accessories for these cars. But huge shout out to them on this spoiler. If you guys are interested in getting one, you guys will have the link down below in the description. Like I said, they have a few different versions, so I'll have those linked down below, and you guys can see all the options. And again, huge shout out to them for sending it over. And if you guys are into this type of content, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram, because we have a ton more of different type of content over there: photos, videos, reels. So follow us over there on Instagram at Tessie Vibes. And if you guys are into this type of content, Tesla modifications, Tesla accessories, go ahead and click that playlist right there, smash that subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one.